Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am super excited for this video because we're going to be talking about all the new indie makeup releases on the market and what I think about them. The title is technically buy or buy, but I actually haven't bought anything we're talking about today. Spoiler alert. There's that, but this video series is inspired by NeonMUA and Samantha March. I have both of their channels linked down below, as well as the community will I buy a playlist, all the Instagram accounts that I used to make this video happen. I also just wanted to do a quick shameless self-plug for two different things. First is I did a video this week, which is on all of my favorite makeup products from Black-owned indie makeup brands, and all of the AdSense from that video is going to be donating to the Black Visions Collective. So I will have that linked in the description box if you want to check that video out and learn about some amazing Black-owned indie makeup brands. And then also, if you're curious about what's happening on my face today, if you missed my announcement, I did decide to start a Patreon. So if you want to see the tutorial for this look as well as other exclusive content, I will have that linked in the description box for you as well. No pressure, as I stated from the very beginning, it is extra, completely extra. I will continue to have 3 to 4 videos on my main YouTube channel, and it's not going to take away from that at all, but I just wanted to let you know in case you were curious. So let's go ahead and jump on into the new releases. Alright, so we've got quite a lot to talk about, and the first thing is really cool. This is a new collaboration from Midas Cosmetics and NeonMUA, which, if you're not familiar with him, he was one of the 2 Black men who were basically pioneering the hashtag ColourPopMeBlack, which was specifically designed to kind of get ColourPop's attention and show them that they need to be sharing more Black creators. There's so many Black creators using ColourPop's products, and yet ColourPop has not been reposting them. They have recently, and they didn't even acknowledge the ColourPopMeBlack hashtag or anything behind it, which is definitely really disappointing to see. I believe NeonMUA and Killer Qing said that they are kind of ending that movement because of ColourPop just being so disappointing, and it almost just seems like it's for show. I don't know where exactly I was going with that, but it was just kind of seeing a creator disappointed and frustrated, and then just turning around to see them have an amazing opportunity was cool to see, if that makes sense. I don't know why I can't speak today, but okay, so there's going to be 4 different face palettes, and there is Dawn, Noon, Dusk, and Midnight, and it's going to be, according to the sneak peeks, a very inclusive collection. It says this is bigger than makeup, and I mean, to see a small indie brand do 4 different complete face palettes, really hitting each kind of skin tone category, I'm guessing fair, light, medium, or deep, or possibly light, medium, deep, and deep dark. But you see brands that are gigantic with these huge budgets coming out with 1 face palette, and it's like, that's gonna work for like 2 people. What do you mean? So I think it's really cool to see. It says that it's coming in July of 2020, so I am all about this. I have an inkling that I might receive it in PR because I am affiliated with Midas. I'm on their PR list, but if I don't, I could definitely see myself purchasing the lightest palette just in support and because I do like Midas Cosmetics. All right, so next is a new palette, and this is this is the Our Favorite Things palette from DJs Unique Boutique, and it is available now. It's $30, and I think this is cute. I feel like it's a very even color story, and I don't know what I mean to say by that, but there's a little bit of rainbow. You can see the legit rainbow there, but then there's also some pops of neutrals, and I do appreciate that this is a rainbow palette with a pop of neutral, but most of the rainbow shades are all mattes, so if you love a colorful crease, they have got a lot of options here for you. And then it looks like between the shimmers, about half of them are colorful, half of them are neutral. So I definitely was drawn to this enough to be like, oh yeah, that's kind of cute. And the reason I even found out about this palette was because a brand reached out to me and asked me if they would like to send it to me in PR. So it's on its way to me. If you would like to see me do a dedicated video, definitely let me know. This is my first time hearing of DJ's Unique Boutique. I think that this is their first palette ever. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I also believe that they are a Black-owned indie makeup brand, so I'm all about it, and I'm excited to try it. So let me know if you want to see a video on it. And then next we have some new products from JD Glow Cosmetics. These are available now. They're probably one of the most tempting things I'm talking about today. and they have come out with some new loose highlighters. There's kind of like a whitey silver shade, a pink shade, which the pink is calling to me, and then a copper tone. And I love loose highlighters so much. I know not everyone does, but I just feel like they can be so beautiful on the skin. And I don't know, there's just something about loose highlighters. But I know I have so many that I already love. I have Holy Grail loose highlighters. I I have so many pressed highlighters. Like I know I don't need it, but it is very tempting and they look so blinding, and JD Glow has really good quality from everything I've personally tried so far. I don't know. I'm trying to like justify not purchasing them and purchasing them at the same time. Like my brain is undecided. So next they are also releasing, and I believe these are available now, liquid multi-chrome shadows. And these definitely caught my attention as well because I mean a liquid multi-chrome shadow sounds really freaking cool. I don't know. Let me see how much they cost because they're really cool, but I don't know if I'm like willing to buy the whole collection right now or if I want to wait for reviews. Oh, it's sold out. Okay. Well, then I guess I don't have a choice. Does it tell me the price? Yeah, $18, which I mean is kind of what I expected for a liquid multi-chrome shadow. I'm not surprised, but there are 6 different shades here, so just buying the collection alone would be over $100. So I don't know, they're pretty. Especially, I know I'm being super basic, but the copper shade right there, I bet that has a green shift to it. But do I need it? I don't know. So those are tempting. And then next we have some new glosses from Klarity Cosmetics, and they're available now for $8 each. And these look pretty. Some of them look like more of a satin and some of them look like super glossy. There's some that have more pigment to them, and I think that they've been releasing some liquid lipstick shades as well if I remember correctly. And I'm a little bit hesitant to buy these because I have so many lip products from them that I love and some really amazing unique shades, and they've discontinued so many shades that it's like, especially doing what I do and talking about indie makeup brands and wanting to recommend products, it's like, oh, this shade is amazing, but it's not available, and this one's amazing, but it's not available, and this one's amazing, but it's not available. So I try not to buy super limited edition things as much. But I mean, the one that's on the second row to the right is very pretty. Looks super glossy. But I don't need it. So I'm talking myself out of it right now. And then next is a new collection from Notyce Beauty. And again, this is a newer indie brand to me. They've recently come upon my radar. And this is the Constellation collection. So there's 6 different shades here. Wait, no, 7 different shades here. I can count. And they are all kind of multi-chrome-esque shadows. I was originally drawn in by the shade Cygnus because that's super pretty. I mean, it's kind of like a purple, gold, and blue shift going on. And when I went on their Etsy, it said on their Instagram that this was available, but then on the Etsy, I couldn't find it when I searched Constellations. So I'm not sure if they're available or not. I think I was just kind of passively shopping. I was like, let me just look on their Etsy without actually planning to like go through with the purchase because I'm trying to be really good right now. I do think these are really beautiful. The brand definitely has my attention. I have noticed them. See what I did there? So, okay, so I would love to know if any of you have tried Notyce Beauty, if they are worth my money. And then next is from Looxi Beauty, and they released their new ice cream collection 2, their ice cream social collection part 2. And these launched and sold out so fast, which is exactly what I expected because Looxi, I feel like they're a pretty well-known indie brand. They're pretty hyped up and their shadows are super affordable. I think they're supposed to be $4 or $5 each, but they pretty much always have them marked down to $3. So they came out with this new collection, and right off the bat, they were $3 each. I mean, you literally cannot beat $3 each for good indie shadows. So I did go ahead and purchase this. It was $12 for the collection. I mean, come on. Oh, wait. Oh, I talked about in the beginning how I didn't buy anything. I did buy things. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Okay, well, I didn't buy anything since June started, so okay, I'm sorry. I don't even know how I would edit that out without it not being super unsmooth. So I apologize right now for having the worst brain ever, but I did buy these because they were so affordable and shipping was like $3, so I actually ended up grabbing a second set just for you guys so I could do a giveaway when I do my review of this collection. And they look really pretty. They look like all shadows that I would use. I'm curious because the lash shades that I got from Looxi were super not good wearing on my eyes, which is not a problem I normally have. They were really oily and they just like disappeared. It was madness. So I'm curious if that's something like new in their formula or if it was just the shadows that I bought, what it is. So I'm a little bit nervous. I really want to love these. So we'll see how it goes, but I did pick up that collection. And then next we have a sneak peek of a new collection from OMFG Cosmetics, and this is the Sugar and Sweets collection. I think it's actually available now. There's some lashes, a highlighter, a brush, glitters. None of that really appeals to me. And then there is a palette, and I have to be honest, this is the worst packaging I've ever seen on a palette ever, in my opinion. There's so many things I can't. It's just like it's not even cutesy. It's just straight up childish. And if you love this packaging, I'm so sorry. You have every right to your opinion. If you love it, I'm so happy for you. I'm so sorry to the brand for being so blunt, but I just like, this could have been one of the prettiest color stories ever, and I would still be like, that packaging. Like, I genuinely hate the packaging. I feel like I'm not normally that picky. Like, I don't mind Glam Light's packaging. I don't mind super chunky packaging that much. I'm kind of one of those people who are like, if I like it, I'll make room for it. But something about this, I'm just like, no, thank you. And then I'll show you guys the inside of the palette, which it is cute. It's like a pastel palette with some pops of depth, and I do appreciate that this is not your typical pastel palette. And by that I mean so many brands have come out with pastel color stories and they throw in a white and a black or a gray, and it's just getting redundant at this point. I like that there's some different options in here. It's cute. It's like ice cream themed, but like I said, I hate the packaging, so I'm gonna pass on that. And then next are some more shadows that were very tempting to me as well, and this is a new collection, or not technically a collection, but new singles from Dandelions Co., and these are 9 new matte shades. These look so beautiful. Like, this is like the grungy matte color story of my dreams, and I feel like this screams fall to me. I really like these new shades. I think they look beautiful, especially the middle row of greens. I'm all about it. And then the top row all the way to the left, that kind of like warm caramelly mustardy shade. I love colors like that as well. But again, I know I don't need it. So I'm talking myself out of it, but that's beautiful. And I love the way that they're pictured together as well. So next is a new palette from Muse Beauty, and I feel like there's another brand called Muse Beauty, but this is Muse with 2 E's, and it is the Impressionism palette. I think that this is their first palette ever, and I think, if I remember correctly, the brand is going to be doing like art-themed products, which is cute, and I do really like the packaging on this one. I think it looks like artwork. I'm sure it's actually artwork, and I'm just ignorant to what it's supposed to be, but I think it's cute. The color story, I think, is nice. There's some pretty warm tones. There's like a berry, some blues, some greens. But because I'm being so good right now, I don't feel super drawn to purchase it. I mean, I'm curious because it's a brand new brand. I don't know, but I'm not feeling the urge to buy it. So next is a new palette from Copacetic Cosmetics, and this is their Butterfly Kisses palette. I was so excited about this, and then I was so let down, and the reasoning is because it's beautiful. Like, I love this color story. Like, it's so pretty. It's such a pretty purple palette. I feel like it stands out. It has some muted tones, and it's such a pretty cool toned story. I love the pinky inner corner highlighty shade, but there is a pressed glitter in here, which is kind of like a deal breaker for me in eyeshadow palettes, especially smaller eyeshadow palettes, because I've bought some Morphe ones where it's like there's 40 million shades and one is a pressed glitter, so it's like, when you break down the price of the palette, I wasted $1 on that pressed glitter. But then a palette like this, which I'm not sure how much it costs, but even if it was $30 and then you break down 9 shades and you think I'm not going to use one of these shades ever, I don't know, I'm just not about it. So I'm really, really sad that that middle purple shade is a pressed glitter. I wish that it would have been a metallic flaky shadow the way that their other ones are. And then I probably would have picked up this palette because I really love the color story, but just don't like pressed glitters. So next is some new eyeshadows from Touch of Glam Beauty, and these are their Twisted Vivids. So I have this picture here, and the shadows that are on top are the Twisted Vivids, and the ones that are on the bottom in each picture are the OG Vivids, which was a collection they had that was like these really bright rainbow shades. I never purchased it, although I definitely did have it in my Etsy cart for a really, really, really long time. And these new twisted shadows look so beautiful. They're basically the same color, but a twisted version, aka like a duochrome, multi-chrome version. But these are also super expensive. If you use an affiliate code, which I do have an affiliate code for Touch of Glam Beauty, they will be marked down to $14 each individually with the code, and as a bundle, after being marked down, it's $130. I'm not sure how many shades there are exactly, but that's just so much, even with a discount for single shadows all at one time. So, like, I would love these colors. Like, they look super beautiful. They're definitely calling out to me, but it's just... it's a pretty penny. So I haven't bought them, but I do love Touch of Glam. I love their quality. I have quite a few shades from them. I have highlighters from them. They're really, really nice, but $130 is just like, it's a lot right now. So it's a pass, but I do acknowledge that they are super, super beautiful. And then let's see, we've got one last indie release to talk about before I have 2 mainstream releases that I wanted to talk about. I've been trying to cut back on mainstream as much as possible, but I had 2 I really, really wanted to mention. So before we get into that, we'll take just a brief moment of silence for the tragicness that is this palette. Why? Why? Alright, so jumping into the mainstream releases, first, something that really caught my attention, Fenty Beauty has dropped 10 new slip and shine sheer shiny lipsticks. Who is doing this? Who is making these notes? There's so many S's. Okay. Fenty has launched some new lipsticks, and there's 10 shades here. I'm such a sucker for nude lipsticks. Like, I just can't stop buying them. And there's 3 different shades in this collection, actually 4. There's 4 shades here that look so beautiful to me, and that would be the first shade to the left, and then the 3rd shade to the left, and then the 4th and 5th shade to the left are all the ones that really call to me. So honestly, again, I've been so tempted to make a Fenty Beauty order because I really want to try these lipsticks. I've been tempted by their cream products. And also, I've heard someone mentioning the shade Amber so much recently as their matchstick, and then also as the bronzer, like in the compact. And it just seems like a shade I would really, really like. So I'm tempted by that as well. But again, I haven't made an order. Maybe next month. I don't know. I'm trying to be good, but I definitely am super into Fenty coming out with a lipstick line, and I think these are pretty. It's kind of odd altogether. Like, there's a white lipstick, and then there's like a pop of pink and a pop of orange. And honestly, I would expect them to have more deeper nudes. Like, there's only one true kind of deep nude in this collection. And then this kind of feels like old news at this point, but I haven't talked about it yet, so I thought I'd mention it really quickly. This is the new Naked palette from Urban Decay, and this is the Naked Ultraviolet palette, and the promo photos for this palette looked so beautiful, but upon further inspection, it appears that every single purple is a shimmer. And there's like no deeper mattes, or is there one deep matte? Like, I just feel like this palette could have been so beautiful. I don't even care that they're just continuously using the Naked name. Like, I don't care if you're naked in purple, but I just want them to do a good, full, complete color story. Please. We want something else, Urban Decay. We want something better. You gave us the Rewired palette. Thanks for trying, but this is not a participation award. I need good quality and a unique color story and mattes and depth. So I don't know. It's literally 1 a.m. in the morning, so I'm talking nonsense. So that's everything for today's video. I would love to know if you've picked up any indie makeup recently. Tell me, let me live vicariously through you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.